If you installed Fortnite for the first time ever, plugged in a controller, and then started playing, what kind of settings does Fortnite give you? Are they good or do they set you up for failure? Well, that's exactly what I'm testing today. So this right here is a brand new fresh Fortnite account on my PC, and I have not touched any of the settings yet, so let's actually see what they are. So it looks like we have auto matchmaking region, which makes sense. Toggle sprint is on. Hold the swap pickup off, on, off. This is what the preferred item slots look like. Reset building choice off. Disable pre-edit is off. Turbo building is on, thankfully. And confirm edit on release is off. That's actually really interesting. To me, new players would benefit most if you had all 4 of these turned on. Honestly, don't know what most of these mean, but most of them are on. All right, so that tab was interesting. Now we get over to the game UI tab. Our HUD scale is at 100 and almost all of these are on except for a couple. Let's see, the gyro settings, those are off, thankfully. I was really hoping I wasn't gonna have to use these. Then over to mouse and keyboard settings. These don't matter for me. I'm on controller. Now for the real controller options tab. So controller auto run is on. Build immediately is off. That's pretty interesting. That's like a pretty big deal. Edit hold time is 0.2 seconds, which I mean, if you're just hopping on Fortnite for the first time, this probably isn't going to be your biggest concern. So I guess that's fine. Slide hold time at 0.15 is fine. Pitch in 0.1 is perfect, and vibrations being on. Yuck. Into the sensitivity area, I expected this. The default setting is advanced options being off. Then it looks like look sense and ADS sense are both 4, which they call normal, and both build and edit multipliers are just 1. Holy, okay, dead zone tab. 24% left stick and 27 right stick. That seems a little absurd, but I guess we'll rock with it. And then these, I honestly don't even know what these do, but I guess both these are on. It's like sound quality is high. 3D headphones is off. Visualize sound effects by default is off. That's interesting. I think that especially be on for beginners. I'm honestly kind of starting to think that Fortnite doesn't want beginners to be good at the game. I mean, so far, they have some very questionable decisions. Now, the controller binds by default are on Builder Pro. So these look interesting to say the least. But I guess let's go hop into a game and try them out. I will say I already have a slight advantage because I have 4 paddles on my controller. Wow. The first shot I take with these settings is like a headshot flick. It's also my first game on a fresh account, so you gotta imagine I'm probably facing some bad players right now. Okay, this one knows how to build. Let's see. Boom. Boom. Okay, Fortnite is 100% just setting these new players up for failure. Like, why would you want a new player to be able to rotate their builds? They're gonna be so confused. Oh. This is actually so bad. First take on the entire default settings, just 6 kills into the first game. I think if the goal is to make a beginner the best that they can be in their first game, Fortnite honestly has a lot of bad settings set for them. Uh-oh. Got a double team over here. Let's see if I can get out of this. Okay, that aim assist was a little questionable. Fortnite give new players better aim assist? I mean, for one, these build settings are atrocious. Like, these are so bad for new players. For just the normal settings, I honestly don't think they're that bad, aside from the dead zone. I think the dead zone is way too high. But then there's other stuff. I think for beginners, auto open doors should be on. Reset building choice should be on. Place instantly should be on. And confirm edit on release should also be on. All of those settings right there that I just listed seem so obvious to have on for beginners. But I don't know, maybe Fortnite just doesn't even play their own game. Maybe it's just because these settings are so slow, but my aim is kind of nuts. Even though, I mean, there is a pro player named On One that doesn't use advanced options. So, you know, it could be a possibility that without advanced options, your aim is just better. Like, if I'm having issues with the rotating, imagine how brand new players do with it. Fast little double edit coming right up. Okay, there we go. Boom, let's go. Gotta build. Okay. Great shot. Okay, finish him off. Boom. Dude, I cannot imagine playing on these editing settings. Wow, look at that. So now let's say this beginner has won a couple games, but they're interested in getting better. And they go look up like a good binds video. And they set some binds of their own that fit best for their specific controller. However, they just don't touch the actual controller sensitivity tab. Let's see how good a beginner that does that could do. And after dropping 18 elims, let's also see if the players are better. Uh-oh. Okay, those first shots were all good, but there we go. I can actually build somewhat now. Maybe not edit, but at least I can build. I know this guy's around here somewhere, and especially for a beginner that probably doesn't have a great headset like I have, this is where visual sound effects would be so good. I mean, again, it just doesn't seem like Fortnite cares. Why are these bots so quick at actually building? If you were to ask me, though, if any of these settings are legitimately good, like any part of them, like the ADS, the build sense, the look sense, any part of them, my honest answer is no. Not a single part of these settings are good. I'm not sure if there's even settings that are only good for beginners. Like, I feel like if settings are good, they're probably going to be good for everybody. Sure, I mean, I guess you can want slightly slower settings if you're a beginner, but these settings are not that. Oh, editing still sucks, though. Honestly, I think for me right now, these editing settings are so bad because I'm used to confirm edit and release. But I guarantee you, even a beginner that just switches binds, that's going to be tough for them. So I want to make one single settings change. I haven't changed anything, but a beginner should 100% have confirm edit and release on. It makes editing so much easier. Like, literally all you have to do is make the edit and let go of the trigger, and it does it for you. I don't know who at Epic said it was a good idea to not have that on for beginners. Even then, the editing sense is so slow, it's hard to do stuff. I mean, realistically, even ADS sense is not great on these settings. Going into this, I really wasn't expecting anything crazy. What I was expecting is settings that cater to brand new players and will help them be as good as they possibly can be. And honestly, these settings are just not it. So if anyone from Epic is watching this, please let me revamp the default settings pack. GG. My first crown win. Let's go. In the end, probably no one that's watching this is actually beginner. But if you have any friends that are beginners, please just tell them to look up a quick settings video, quick binds video, and get them off of whatever default settings these are, because these are trash. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here. You can use code CAR2K in the item shop, and I hope to catch you in a future video. Thank you so much for watching.